think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here we go. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go. Get out there. 26. Ready? 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 33 in the first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
53, Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hurry. My touch.
To throw, Mayfield. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play. There, 81 yards, and the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Now the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hurry!
Throwing. Mayfield. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Lamb. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
I got one. Watch safety creeping. Run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
King. Mike 51. That's 5.
Fight 51. Mike 51.
Regular. Hey, Alpha.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kill.
General West.
Kill. Turn up. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 3.
Pistol. Big time.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
Rush in.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. First down, and it's Pollard again. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 13-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
Pistol.
Here's Mayfield. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
At the 34-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Our time. It's our time. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Check. Check. 53 is Mike. Here we go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got him.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Watch it slack. Watch it slack. Watch it slack.
Here we go, 47.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. In your face.
26.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On play action, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eli Harrell in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Prescott. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 11.
Let's go, D.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. This is caught. It's Cooks. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
And again, it's Prescott. He wants it all for the end zone. It is taken in by Cooks for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
from the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, 47. 26.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This fielded at the 2. Brandon Cooks, the 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
First down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On second down, Mayfield again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 27, Mayfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
57, Mike. Mike 57. I'm coming. Hurry. I'm coming.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught. Shepard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hurry. Point it right. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike.
Yeah, that's right.
Go.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. This is caught. Watkins. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Mayfield with it once more. That's complete right around the 8. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. McCrane's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
53, Mike 53.
That's right, baby. They don't want
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Prescott off play action. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go, get out there, get out there.
On first down, Swift. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Here's Pollard again. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the carry, it's Bawden. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jim. Pistol. Check 50. Check 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Jets on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Regular.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. SOS. Hey, alert.
Mayfield keeps it himself, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Baker Mayfield with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Darryl Worley. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Real.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 83 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. David Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Jets on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
You must be. Run.
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to launch this. That's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Mayfield. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And again, it's Mayfield. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. They'll run with Bawden. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Nick Bawden, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Now, wait a minute. Did the Jets get it? They did. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Point it right.
Now Pollard. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Hey, let's go. Don't get nervous.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Run. Hurry.
Mike 51, Mike.
Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Real. Hey, Charlie.
Switch it.
I got you.
Here's Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And the return will stop right around the 25. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Man, I got you.
What do you think?
Mike 50, Mike.
Gun.
Watch the pass.
On 1st down, Swift. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Ricky. Mike 50. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a...
Here we go, 47.
Alert 3.
Here we go, 46.
Shift. Watch the shift.
46.
Prescott to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point attempt to come here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Patriots 42, Jets 32.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The game's gone final in Indianapolis. And emerging victorious, the Colts. If they hold on to victory there, would be their 3rd of the year. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, on 133.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Matt Wild now as he's on to punt for New York. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing here, Prescott. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bro. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need